Hi, my name's Mrs. Baisden, and I'll be your chemistry teacher this year. So this is our classroom. You can see we have a nice big space where we can spread out, one person per table. We'll have some people sitting at some of the lab stations. We brought some extra desks in. We have a hand sanitizing station in the front here. We'll have another one in the back of the room. This is where our assignments will be posted on a daily basis, and these will be the same that get posted for our remote learners. All of the tables and desks will have a number on them, so you'll have a number associated with where you sit. That also goes with which Chromebook you use to try to minimize some of the contact there. When we do labs, we'll do labs a little different this year. We'll only have 2 people working together at a time, of course, always wearing masks. So it'll take us a few more days to get through a lab where we'll kind of shift what one group is doing while one group is in lab, and then flip whatever those activities are. As far as equipment goes, we will sanitize all that equipment after it's used before the next group goes in. So we have lots of measures in place so that everybody will be safe while they're at school. So we all know this is going to be a little bit different this year. So let's first look real quickly at some of the safety measures. So we talked about some of these in the classroom tour. We're going to have our masks on at all times, lots of sanitizing, assigned seat numbers, Chromebook numbers. We're going to split where you enter and exit the classroom, so you'll always come in and out of the same door, half in the front, half in the back, and you won't be able to eat in the classroom this year. You can have a refillable water bottle, and if you need to eat something, you can go somewhere else to do that. So this is a dual credit course, and we've talked about this a little bit when I talked to you in the spring. This fall, they're not offering the lab credit because of the number of schools that are doing remote learning. So this is just for the fall semester, so they're going to reassess that in the spring. So there is potential that lab credit could come back in the spring. But if you're interested in credit through SLU, it's 3 hours. You do have to pay for SLU credit. It's $68 a credit hour, but it's guaranteed credit, so you get a transcript from SLU that has that on there. There's also the AP exam that would be an option. The AP exams are around $100, and that is, you have to get a certain score on the test in order to get that credit. So we can talk on an individual basis about whether or not this might be a good option for you. You have your materials already, so textbooks provided, lab notebooks provided. I sent you an email about purchasing your own lab goggles. That way we don't have a sharing issue with those. A Sharpie marker is good to have for labs. And I give you note packets, so a 3-ring binder is going to be really important. Most people buy a 2-inch 3-ring binder. And then you can use your TI Inspires in class, but when we take tests, you have to use a scientific calculator. You can't use a graphing calculator, and that's per SLU's guidelines as well. So you want to make sure you dig out that old calculator you maybe used freshman, sophomore year. You probably had one in middle school, so I'm sure you have one of those somewhere. You just have to find that again. Our units of study, this is just for the fall semester, and then we'll do another syllabus in the spring. But you can see your summer assignment is there. You guys are working on that. You're doing a great job with that. We're going to start out with a little bit of review. So that second unit is pretty much a review of everything we learned in honors chemistry, and then we're going to start with some new stuff. At the end of the semester, there is a semester exam. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the exemptions, but because this is a dual credit course, even if you're not taking it for dual credit, there is still a semester exam. It's not given during the exam period. It's just given the last day of your attendance before the end of fall semester. And it's possible we could also have a lab practical. Labs, we're still kind of working through figuring out how to do that. We do have some software we can use, but we will do live labs as best we can. We'll minimize the number of lab partners. They might have to be done over several days, but we will try to figure out a way to do in-person labs as well. You should already be in a Google Classroom. If you're not, you got a lot of work to do before I see you on Monday, but these are your Google Classroom codes. You should already be in there. And again, you guys are doing a great job getting that work done, getting that turned in before I see you in class on Monday. So if you have any other questions, reach out to me. That's my email, but I'm looking forward to see you all next week.